Hello, I'm Shane O'Donnell, and I'm the 2022 Chair of the Construction Sector Committee. It's been a very demanding year for our industry. Coming out of the pandemic and back to normalcy has created a range of new challenges. Unprecedented inflation, supply chain shortages, and a new labor regulation, to name a few, have put additional pressure on our member companies. With that said, I would like to thank all our committee and subcommittee members for their time and efforts as we work towards gaining clarity and support from government to navigate these issues. BC Road Builders meets with the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure twice a year to review important issues. We held our first meeting in May with the second in November. The Joint Committee agreed that discussions have become stagnant and that some very old business and action items remained outstanding. We agreed that we would put priority to closing out these items. More specifically, after lengthy discussions, the Ministry has accepted the use of Portland limestone cement, also known as GUL cement, in all of their projects with the exception of pre-stressed elements. The specification has now been updated. Discussions surrounding the use of recycled concrete aggregates has advanced. Lafarge was able to provide samples to the Ministry for testing purposes. It's expected that once these tests are complete, specifications will be finalized and we'll be able to use recycled concrete in Ministry projects. Force accounts and indirect cost discussions have been on the table for quite some time now. Many members have indicated that force account work has become a losing battle and that force account rates are not enough to cover their costs, whereas owners and owners' reps feel that contractors make all their money on extra work. The Ministry has agreed to review force account rates and indirect costs by way of a third-party audit. An accounting firm has been retained by the Ministry to conduct an audit of current contracts in an open book environment to determine the true value of indirect costs and force account work. We will be reaching out to our members to assist, and it's expected that this audit will commence early in the new year. With old business cleaned up and moving in the right direction, it was agreed that the committee would start a new slate and work towards some of the broader issues. Pertinent to 2022, we brought forward our concerns as follows. Relations between contractors and the Ministry and consultants have become fractured over the last number of years. Red tape has caused many costly delays to contractors. As a result, our projects are seeing many design changes and extra work. These delays are being put onto our members, often resulting in disputes and delays in payment for these changes. There are concerns from contractors that consultants acting as the Ministry reps may not have the same collaborative approach to resolving claims and disputes as traditional Ministry reps. Further, as our industry faces a shift in the age demographic, experience of Ministry and contractor reps may not be the same as it was in the past. We have concluded that the collaborative approach to projects has been lost and relationships often become challenged early on, thus creating more friction throughout the balance of a project. The Ministry has listened to our concerns and have developed a partnering and collaborative process. This process has been added to the contracts designed to bring senior members to the table from both MOTI and the contractor to resolve issues that may not be able to be resolved at the field level before they escalate. Partnering and collaboration language has been added to Ministry contracts and will be monitored for effectiveness. Terms of reference have been developed and approved by both MOTI and BC Road Builders. These terms of reference outline responsibilities and accountabilities for both parties, as well as lays out realistic timeframes for action items. Cost escalation on fuel and equipment has affected us all. The recent Blue Book rates saw an average increase of 21%. The Ministry retained Stantec Engineering to review these rates with various selected contractors and determined that a rate increase of between 4% and 40% was in order for 17 pieces of iron. Phase 2 of this review is currently underway and further rate increases can be expected for the balance of the equipment listed in the Blue Book. The Ministry has reached out to the road builders to discuss different procurement strategies. They have recognized that current procurement strategy may not be the most effective in attracting contractors to bid on their projects. A committee has been formed to meet with the Ministry procurement team to discuss alternate procurement methods for various size projects. One major concern from our members is the risks associated with unprecedented supply chain issues and inflation. MOTI recognizes that there is added risk to the contractors and has suggested adding price indexing clauses to longer-term projects as a possibility. We look forward to discussing this at further lengths. Although the Ministry has made digital information available at tender time for some projects, it has not been consistent for all. They remain committed to make this available for all projects in the future. MOTI has tabled some concerns regarding our industry capacity to complete upcoming projects. We continue to respond by letting them know to keep the work coming. We are ready and willing to take on more projects. We recognize how important it is to maintain close contact with our industry partners to ensure advocacy and allocation of infrastructure. Over the past few years, BC Road Builders has worked diligently to expand the number of industry partners and stakeholders we meet with. Efforts continue to build meaningful relationships with Vancouver Port Authority, BC Hydro, TransLink, Metro Vancouver, and municipalities throughout the province. Looking forward to 2023, we will continue to advocate and push for your interests. Thank you.